Hey there everybody, it's a little bit of a different video today because I wanted to do this, and it's another thing I did say I wanted to try some new stuff, so here's one of the new things. So, I'm on Master Duel right now, and as you can see, it's not just Master Duel I'm on, I have, this opened up too behind me on Opera. Not sponsored, wish I was. We're gonna open up the deck right now to try something out, but on MasterDuelMeta.com, one of the articles I saw while scrolling around on my phone, published by this person, we got some Flame Swordsman for the TCG. So, first up, we have the Fighting Flame Swordsman, standard archetypal card with the 1800 attack level 4 monster. Basically, if he's normal or special summon, you can add one spell or trap the mentioned Flame Swordsman from your deck to your hand, and if it's sent to the graveyard, you can send one Flame Swordsman or one monster that mentioned from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, except for himself, and you can only use each effect once per turn. So, if I go onto here and I type in Flame Swordsman, so we got the actual Flame Swordsman, probably not, Ferocious, and of course, you know, it's probably more meant for the cards here, but there's really not much you can do with it right now, but you can easily send him away using, let's look up some sausage links. So we have quite a few options here. Salamangreat wouldn't really work, unfortunately. Let's look up link 1s. No, never you. Nope, wouldn't work, unfortunately, wouldn't work, wouldn't, do still like it though. Super Heavy, Dragon, Cyberse, this actor, Prank Kids, Spellcaster, Plant, Non-Ignister, S-Force. Wait, S-Force? I was missing an S-Force card? What is this recent support? Your opponent's monsters can common transfer response counter. During the main phase, you can target one S-Force monster you control, shuffle it into the deck, and you can special one of your bad. Ooh, okay. I might have to make this if I want to update or update the S-Force deck. Nope. Oh, it could be decent support for, Vanquish Souls, actually. Well, supporting Vanquish Souls, more like... Yeah, no, I noticed it. Wind, Dragon... No real warrior ones I'm seeing, which is unfortunate. Alright, unfortunately, we cannot link it away. Or maybe we can. One non-link 10 Oh, 10 So, it's not looking like we have anything to really cheat out. Well, throw them away, right? So, that means we would have to look at XYZ and link. So, there's of course Utopia, but you'd still have to throw them away. Beast Warrior, I think... No, yeah, Fire Fist. Time Thief could do it, maybe. Oh, Lord, I did... Okay, let's focus on the easy things first, shall we? So, World, Chalice, Dragon, Spellcaster, Pendulum... Well, there's, like I said, the, Fire effect monsters, actually... Could these be good in conjunction with Salamangreat? Because Salamandrake is what was, you know... See, Salaman right there, so... 100 points too, add one fire monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you could also just get them back as well. Yeah, but that also cuts it off. Are there any of these cards that... Okay. simplest way to do things. Fire Warrior. And before we hit that, we do this. Enter. So, obviously we got the Vanquished Souls, we have the Fire Fist. This guy too, I guess. Can't dismantle him. Oh, but maybe he might. Let me see. This card is no more special summon. You can target one Fire Warrior monster or Gemini monster in your graveyard except for himself. Special summon it. Interesting. Interesting. More Fire Fist. Coach Captain Bearman. Beast Warrior. The Ignoble Knights might, the Infernoble Knights might also be another thing you can do. Let's look up the Infernobles. I wonder if they're, I don't think they're selfish, so it might be a chance. I just also have to look up Infernoble if I wanted to actually cook with this, but who is you? So let's look up. Well, let's keep going through this first. I mean, we'll find something. Well, they're the Infernobles, so. Oh, well, there's another thing. We have Synchros, level 8. Generic Synchros, and this can work. Well, this card is equipped to blah, 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 blah. You cannot target. Aha. You can send one Fire Warrior monster or one equipped spell from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand as a level 1 monster if this card's in your graveyard. So yeah, so I'm already seeing some things that could work well with them. Let's keep going. So next up is Salamandra, the Flying Flame Dragon. Level 2. While this card's equipped to Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, the equipped monster gains 700 attack. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card's in your hand or graveyard, you can target one warrior monster you control, equip this card to that monster you control as an equipped spell, which means I believe anything that targets equipped spells can also screw you over, but I don't think anyone's running Eternal Rest. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Salamandra spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So the easiest thing to do would be to just slap him down, slap this down right on top of it, and then get them both out the way. By battle card pick, you special this card from your graveyard. So you would need to discard this card as well. You're going to need a lot of plays around the graveyard, so it'd be a little bit rough to kind of get that going. I see it doesn't like to play nice. The recording at least, I hope it comes out alright. Special summon this card from your graveyard. If it was there when the monster was destroyed. Or hand, even if not. So, okay, so what it's basically saying is, if this was in the graveyard when the monster was destroyed, you could take it out there, but not if it was destroyed and then you sent it there. But if it was in the hand, then it doesn't matter if it was in the hand, as long as it was in the hand, before, doesn't matter. At the end of the damage, at start of the damage of this card battles an opposed monster, you can destroy both battling monsters. Which means this could be used to take out something, you know, that might be a pain to get rid of. I can see a couple of cards that could be annoying too, especially with the stat line. And if this card is destroyed by battle or by another card effect, you can special summon one level 7 or lower monster that is Flame Swordsman or mentions it from your deck or extra deck. So again, you can cheat out the boss monster, the ultimate Flame Swordsman, a level 8 Fire Warrior fusion effect monster. Oh wait. Or lower, okay, so you can't cheat him out, but you can cheat out other things. Wait, level 7 or lower monster that is Flame Swordsman or mentions it. Well, there's a couple of things you can do with this. Of course, there's just easy recycling with the fighting Flame Swordsman and a couple of other things. A fire fusion monster. How many fusion monsters are fire? Hero Nova, Destruction Dragon, the Fire Fist, Shining Phoenix, and Phoenix Enforcer, Purgatorio. Invoked, maybe? But, don't really know if you can do a lot of stuff with the Invoked engine in Flame Swordsman. Flame Swordsman stuff is kind of specific. Be a little rough to kind of make that all work together. Well, once I don't own, there's Inferno Terra, which I dusted. Malicious Fiend, D/D/D, Salamangrate. So again, Salamangrate pops up and there's a potential there. The Shadal's, not so much. Once again, very specific. Prank Kids, Full Metal Foes, Valiants, Parametal Foes as well. Do you have any Infernobles? No, I don't think we do. That's kinda sucky. Yeah, no Infernoble fusions, which is unfortunate because it seems like it has the making of a fusion deck. I still think that there's a lot of potential here, though. Alright, because you can target one monster your opponent controls and just flat out destroy it. So, yeah, it's targeted destruction, but, you know, you can take out something and deal a little bit of burn damage. Burn damage is not important, just the get rid of it. And it's a quick effect, too, which means if it's on your field, you could just go, hey, bang. At the start of the damage of this card battles, you can double its attack stat, which means you can, for a moment, make it a 56 attack beater. And it stays in the attack stat stays doubled, so you could just end the game if you clear the field and then cheat this card out. Yeah, this is a very strong card to be like to have, and there's nothing that your opponent can do to stop it. It does say target a monster, which sucks, but at least it says target your opponent's monster, so nothing horrendous happens like you target your own by accident. And again, what's another thing is the Fighting Flame Dragon, one of the things you need to fuse it. Except during a damage step, you can target one warrior fusion monster you control, equip this card from your field or graveyard to that monster as an equipped spell. You can only use the effect of Fighting Flame Dragon once per turn. While the card is equipped to the Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, the equipped monster gains 700 attack, giving a second attack during each battle phase. So, double this card's attack. Okay, so just as doubling its attack, which means 7,000 if equipped with this. 8,400 if equipped with both this and Salamandra. That's not to mention other things like the Infernoble equipped cards as well, which would also add even more to it. You could potentially make a devastating big monster. And yeah, it's destroyed during the end effect, but I believe you can do things to stop that. Like if you a niche use of skill drain where you just okay. Flame Swords Realm. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when you normal summon a fire monster, which is kind of... I think you'd have to run either 2 or 3 of these just to make sure you get it so you can do your plays. Once per turn, you can send one monster from your hand if it's on the field to the graveyard, special summon one Flame Swordsman from your extra deck. It's treated as a fusion summon. Return when a monster declares an attack and you target one warrior monster you control. At the end of this turn, it loses 1,000 attack, but all the monsters you currently control gain 1,000. And by the way, that's a permanent loss and gain. Which means if you keep recycling fighting, you can make all your other monsters strong. All you would need... What is the support that you would need for this, though? That's my question, right? Because there's plenty of good support, right? Let's just take a moment to, like... Okay, so let's go to Fusion, Link, Exceed, Synchro. So, of course, there's the ever-present, there's a couple of decent engines for this, right? Gaia could work here, because we have Salamangreat for Dragon type, not to mention Gaia and Flame Swordsman do seem like kind of buddies to me, at least in my headcanons. If Gaia wasn't as selfish, it'd be a little bit better. There's, of course, Dogmatica wouldn't work because of the heavy need of fusions and cheating out fusion things. Of course, there's always Psy-Frame Lord, just to help, target your opponent's hand. Chaos Angel wouldn't work because you don't have lights and darks. Boral Load, maybe? But you need to put in some links to make it work. If you could get out Baron, she'd obviously be a great card to help protect things. Like, these two would be very good to, like, just kind of have. Because we have levels 5, 8, 8, 2, 4. So 2 means a level 8 sync. Well, there are some things that can be done, right? I'm trying to think on the grand scheme of things. X-Seeds. Are there any X-Seeds you can sub this in with that can help, like, really boost it? Obviously, Time Thief is decent, just because of the fact that, again, you want to disrupt your opponent's place as much as possible, and whenever they get down, you want to be able to, like, get rid of. So I think Time Thief is good generic support that you can put in for a deck like this. Going over the list, it's very hard to figure out things that would work well. Again, Salamangreat has some chance of working well with this, but can Salamangreats protect your cards or clear the field? That's what we're trying to figure out. Is there anything that can clear the field? I don't know if Fire Fist could do it, because Fire Fist, again, is very selfish. And they would want their extra deck being filled with their Fire Fist cards. Looking around, I think... If I had more Infernoble cards... Not a tuner, so unfortunately they wouldn't be able to get out stuff. Card declares an attack while equipped. You can target one face-up equipped card on the field, destroy it during your main phase. If this card was... Oh, you can try one face-up card on the field. Destroy it. Okay. Special summon a card from your graveyard as a tuner. It's hard to picture. If they didn't keep turning them into equip spells, I could see the Infernobles and the Flame Swordsman being really crazy together. It's very hard to figure out things, especially since I don't have the physical card. I don't have the card, so. And yeah, you could send one monster from your hand, and you could easily use this to throw away Fire Warrior monsters. You'd probably have to run at least a copy or two of Flame Swordsman to make things work, which unfortunately kind of clutters up the extra deck. And again, if it gets hit by, like, Dogmatica cards or Zoa cards, it's going to be a real pain to get things running. Although why you wouldn't just hit this guy is beyond me, but... Salamander Fusion will equip to a Fire Warrior monster, gain 700 attack. Equip monster will be destroyed by battle card effect. You can destroy this card instead. While this card is equipped to a fusion monster you control, you can send this card and the equipped monster's greater and choose special one Flame Swordsman or fusion monster that mentions it from your extra deck. So Fire Warrior monster, again, it's equipping it to him to cheat him out. To cheat out ultimate, right? So 2 copies of this. Making the deck list for this would be kind of hard. Fighting Flame Sword. I really kind of want to make this work. Like, if I had to, right? If gun to my head to make the deck, I could do it. I feel like I could. There's a lot in here that I like, right? But the question is, what is the support? Because when I think of generic support, I think of things like, well, Ball, obviously. Generic support. I think of things like Kurikara, Ash, Ghost Ogre. Raigeki, Harpies, Monster Reborn, Golden Sarcophagus, Foolish Burial.
Warrior Reinforcement of the Army is going to be just a staple of it, period, because that's how you're going to find your fighting Flame Swordsman. Lightning Storm, stuff like that. Triple Tactics, though, I don't think Thrust works, because I don't see... I mean, yeah, I guess Salamander with Chain or Flame Sword Stance, but aside from these two cards, you're not really searching out much else. Talent might be the more heavily played card here. Super Poly doesn't work in this case because it's, again, specific cards you need, although a Dragon Monster would probably disrupt the newly weakened Dragon Links. Or again, if you have out Fighting Flame Dragon and Flame Swordsman for whatever reason. But otherwise, I don't really think it works. Obviously, Forbidden Droplet would be good here because, again, so many cards here are like, we can do stuff from the graveyard, so there's that. Yeah, I think this might be one of the decks you want to heavily play Forbidden Droplet in. Maybe even Forsaking. You definitely are going to want Solemn and Infinite, because you're going to want to be able to stop your opponent from doing stuff. That way you can get over them, and I think it's possible. Lava Golem! Kaijus and Lava Golem. I think... it'd be hard to say. But, like... I don't know, maybe? A lot of speculation here. Because there's just so much that you can do. And if the Fire Fist weren't Beast Warrior, this would be nutty. God, Jaymer got me this. What a dumb card. Sorry, got sidetracked there. Like, there are a lot of Fire Warriors, and again, the Rescue Aces... Could you go Rescue Ace? No. Maybe? Because Rescue Aces could provide that support that they need. Yeah, they don't have a lot of warriors, because the archetype itself has, what? Machines. It's machines and warriors for the Rescue Aces. But could Rescue Ace Flame Swordsman be the thing? Because they don't need the extra text, so you could put it in with all, like, little checks and stuff and help out. And that provides way more room for support, like Ferocious Flame Swordsman and such. There's something there. Anyway, I've prattled on long enough. I think it's about time that we all, you know, moved on. But this is a little look into the upcoming state of affairs for the TCG, granted, but, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. And I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciated if you're doing. So that's what I just want to say. Laters.